We're back for another episode of All Around. With me is UMass-Lowell Associate Head Coach Louis Hinnant. I appreciate you joining me, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you for having me, Cardell. I appreciate all the exposure and publicity you give to this league, the America East, and definitely our team specifically. That doesn't always happen at this level, so we appreciate you for looking out for the little guys.
I think the country gonna see some big dogs in that conference once the season begins. But we sticking with the American East. Obviously, the conference has a nice influx of DMV talent throughout the conference with players and coaches. As a local product yourself, talk about how proud you are to see this be the case.
I'm super excited. Not only for the players, but like you said, for a lot of the coaches in this league who are from the area. We all know, it's not always the easiest place growing up. There's a lot of obstacles to overcome. There's a lot of trying to stay on the right path and do the right things. And, we have a million stories of guys who were super talented and didn't get to make it this far. So to see so many kids from the area being tutored and mentored by older men from the area is very gratifying for me. And again, knowing that in this conference alone, you're probably looking at maybe 20 to 25 young men who are going to be, college graduates, grad school students with master's degrees and going on to further their career at the next level is huge. And knowing that we play a small part of that is very big for me.
Yes, sir. No doubt about that, man. What is this, your ninth year as coach at UMass?
My ninth year, yes.
All right. Would you say this is your deepest team that y'all had since you've been with UMass?
No question. We've already, we kind of discussed it with the team and as a staff. We have 10, 11 guys that we will feel comfortable starting if we had to. Obviously, you can only start 5, but, there may be nights where just couldn't get back around to you because, the other guy had it going. That could be the guy that's coming off the bench or whatever the case may be. There's not a huge discrepancy between whoever may start and whoever may back him up, because we feel that strongly about, our team as a whole. And we got size, we got depth, we got shooters, we got guards, so I feel pretty good about our team. But as they always say, you got to still go and play the game. So, but on paper, like I said, that's all we have right now, and a little bit of practice that we've been able to get through. And I feel really good about the talent level that we have, and also their mentality, coming in, competing, not asking for anything, not feeling like they're owed anything, but feeling like they have to go out and earn everything that's given to them. So I really like this group. And I think that, as long as they continue to push each other and continue to support each other, the sky's the limit.
Speaking of size, the addition of 6'9" Karim Coulibaly on a pair of, obviously, with I have a strong sense should be, if you stay healthy, all conference big with Max Brooks. The potential of that front court, do you feel like it has the potential to be the best front court in the conference, and how do they complement one another?
I definitely think so. Again, with those two guys, two left-handed kids, I mean, Kareem's obviously played at a higher level, and just getting to see him every day in practice. I mean, for one, he's huge. And then for two, he's, what you sometimes don't see in big men is he loves to play basketball. He plays really hard. He's got a great touch. He can score around the basket. And again, like I said, the most important thing, like, he loves to play. So he's out there when we're sprinting. He's not in the back, like he's in the front, like, trying to win sprints, and he runs the floor, and he's just really enjoying himself. Max has got more of a body of work in the league. Obviously, he's an elite shot blocker, defender, can make, a lot of plays above the rim, and he's continuing to learn how to be that more traditional big man scoring with his back to the basket. And I think Kareem's helping out a lot with that, as well as guarding someone that size, because, one thing you don't have to worry about is this won't be the first time you've seen him, usually when we go on the road and then the season starts and you start to run up against other big men, it's like, well, we haven't seen anybody that big in practice yet. But we see it every day. And, Max is able to see it every day and get a good feel for what he needs to do to guard him, as well as score on somebody like that. But with that being said, we still have, Connor Withers is back into the fold, who's obviously his body of work in America East speaks for itself, and the way that he kind of makes this offense go. He's a really important piece to us. We've added a kid I'm really, really high on. His name is Cam Morris or Charlie Morris, whatever he wants. He's going to be mad that I said Charlie on camera, but I mean he's a workhorse. He's exactly as you know yourself based on your playing career. He's a JUCO guy, and when I say that, I say this positively, but in every sense of the word. He's coming in practice every single day, and if you're guarding Cam, like, you better be ready to go, because Cam is ready to go every single day. And again, we've got a few other guys who played a lot of minutes for us. Darian Jordan Thomas, who's really good. He's battled some injuries, but again, up front we're loaded, and with that being said, we're still versatile. We still got Allen Blunt, Quentin Mincy. If we need to slide those guys, they're predominantly threes right now, but if we need to slide those guys down and play small ball and play faster, we can now do that. So again, a lot of depth there. We pretty much have a team to play any type of way that we need to play this year.
Yep. But your backcourt isn't too shabby as well. Yende Akeem, Everett, Hammond, Anthony Blunt, Mikey Williams, Yuri Covington, very explosive. They will see that very soon. What do each player bring that impacts the team overall?
I think, from a guard standpoint, again, the most important thing that I think we're able to see is the level of competition and the level of respect for the guy that's on the other side. Like, again, I can't come into practice like I ain't feeling it today, because it could get bad. If these guys can play. So just seeing that every day and not being a coach, all coaches always say, I want to teach, I want to coach X's and O's. I don't want to have to coach effort. And, are you playing hard every day with all that kind of stuff? And I think by bringing in competition and guys that can play, that's kind of taking care of itself. I think every player knows that the guy on the other side, whether it's a black team or a white team or whatever, that guy is capable of starting as well. So I need to be ready to go. With that being said, obviously Ayinde Hakim, he's a local kid. Everyone knows, super explosive, athletic, really good with the ball in his hands, an elite defender on the ball. He's already shown some of that last year in the league, and that was his first year with us. And I think that will only grow as he's more comfortable in the offense. Again, those two guys, Mikey Watkins, is also competing, for that spot as well. Has played a ton of minutes, in the Northeast Conference at Merrimack. Super steady point guard. He's shooting the ball really well. Again, very, very excited to have him and have him a part of our family. Then you have, your Everett Hammonds, who, again, he's more comfortable with the offense and the system in general because he's been here for a year now. He's playing and acting like a senior. That's what I tell him every day. When he says, "Hey, Coach, how am I doing?" That's my response. Like a senior. You look like a senior. You know what I mean? You come in, you're vocal, you're verbal with your teammates in the right way. Like, you're always encouraging them when guys mess up. He's encouraging. He's in there early, shooting. He comes at night to shoot. And some of that comes with just having that sense of urgency of knowing I only got one more go around. You know what I mean? So this has to work out for me. Like you said, Yuri Covington is in that mode, along with those guys. Super hard worker, super athletic, can arguably one of the best on-ball defenders I've seen and been around. He really enjoys playing defense, and there's some really good guards for him to, on that court out there that he needs to stay in front of, and he does a really good job every day of playing hard, competing, and again, just bringing that dog kind of mentality to practice. and he's shooting the ball extremely well right now. And then we also have Braden O'Connor, who's a freshman from Canada, super duper athletic, strong. But the side that people haven't been able to see from him yet, and even his team is having to see, is the cerebral part. And that'll come the more comfortable he gets. But he's a super intelligent player, very verbal, very vocal, and can play multiple spots. I think when it's all said and done, he'll be able to play any guard spot we need him to play. And he's got a really bright future for us as well. So I hope I'm not leaving anyone out. But that's kind of how practice has been going. And like I said, it's been fun to watch these guys kind of compete, grow as a team, and grow as friends and family, first and foremost.